Gyokeres on Arsenal move? That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, people? Welcome back yet again. Welcome back to the channel. We are back for yet another transfer update video, and we have got some big bomba news today. Because it has just come out now. Fabrizio has put out the tweet. It has said that Victor Gyokeres' preference is to join Arsenal this summer and not Manchester United after them dead links came out in the summer, bro. And I'll be real. Listen, I swear to God, bro, this club cannot fumble this deal. But let's get straight into it, bro. We're going to get straight into it right now, yeah? We're firing straight ahead, people, yeah? So this is the tweet he put out. This is literally like 20 minutes ago. Like, not even half an hour, yeah? He's literally just put this out for Fabrizio. Victor Gyokeres' priority is to join Arsenal this summer, despite calls from Manchester United in recent weeks. Gyokeres always an option amid Sesko talks with no deal sealed so far. Arsenal keep assessing situation. Buzzword. United remain keen, but believe deal now unlikely. Now this is massive news, people. Yeah, because I've been going on shows for the last couple weeks. I've been listening to people what they've said. I've seen people's opinions, and a lot of people were talking about how Chelsea ain't made this guy number one target. Arsenal not made this guy number one target. Obviously going with Sesko. United hadn't made this deal like priority target transfer number one. Now, obviously, this is not an easy deal to do because if you guys, obviously, the last video I made, what was it? I think it was like 2 days ago. I think I made it like on Thursday. We were talking about how Sesko and the not Sesko, Gyokeres and the new sporting president are literally at war. Literally, him, Gyokeres, and his agent are all at war about their gentleman's agreement that they set up. And I think the one thing about him leaving for like 65 million, the one thing I'll say about that, yeah, is that it just shows how there is literally no loyalty in football nowadays. There is no loyalty. Gentleman's agreement, literally done, bro. Like, they'll give you a gentleman's agreement, but when it comes to clubs coming knocking on the door, wanting the player, players want money, bro. Look at you got this Gyokeres deal. I remember when Kane at Spurs, he had a gentleman's agreement with Daniel Levy that they would allow him to leave. And then Man City came in for him, and Levy went to Man City and said, I want 100 mil. And then obviously that wasn't in the gentleman's agreement that he had with Kane when they shook their hands on it. But this is massive news. Let's get back to Gyokeres, right? This is the target that has to be done. My phone is still going off to this point. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My phone is literally going crazy right now. People going live, making all this. But this deal has to happen for this club, bro. I'm telling you. The one thing I've always had to deal with supporting Arsenal is every single time the transfer window rolls up, cheap option, cheap option, cheap option, cheap option, cheap option, cheap option. Cheap option after cheap option for years. For literal years, bro. And now, this is the one time where we got it's one of the rare times in in football where the cheap option is actually the better choice, and we've had links for Sesko, bro. Now, obviously, looking back on it, it does say Arsenal has always been an option, which we've known that's been true because anytime you look up Arsenal striker and transfer news in the same sentence, you always see these two names, Gyokeres and Sesko. And obviously, like, we go back, there's not been a lot of big updates on Sesko. It's still been like, if we go back to Fabrizio, it's still in the advanced negotiating stages. Like he said in the tweet about Gyokeres, there's no deal set yet, but it's still like at this stage, it's just advancing. So nothing crazy. Like, they're not talking about like Sesko's not come to no agreement with Arsenal. We've not made no agreement with Leipzig on the fee. And literally from the way, because they were talking about Sesko signing for Arsenal for like over like 70 something mil. And now that this the deal with the sporting president has come out, he's saying that Gyokeres is not going to leave for 65 million. He's going to leave for probably like just about under 100. These players are now both looking like they're about to go for about the same price. So now, if Gyokeres is now not going to go for the cheaper option, and we are prepared to spend this much money on Sesko, who is literally an NBA player wearing boots and shin pads, like, my guy, how can you not choose Gyokeres at this point? If both are going to cost around similar amounts of money, why would you go for Sesko? Like, this is how I know, like, anyone who doesn't think that this club is crazy serious in the transfer window, if this deal does not open your eyes to it, if we go out and buy Sesko, right, and we don't get Gyokeres when now it looks like they're both going to leave for around similar kinds of money, if that does not tell you that this club isn't serious, if we were to go out and get Sesko instead of Gyokeres, bro, we got serious. We got like I don't know. Like I think you're just unsavable, bro. Like I think you're literally just unsavable, and you're just gonna be forever blinded by this club. But also another thing that came out after I made that video on Gyokeres and what was going on with him. This tweet, he put up this on his Instagram story. He put this out on his Instagram story the same day or the day after. He put, there is a lot of talks at the moment. Most of it is false. I'll speak when the time is right. Now, looking at this, after seeing the tweet Fabrizio's put out about his priority being Arsenal, I would look at this when he says there's a lot of talks at the moment, most of it is false. I would now assume this is related to him being linked to Man United and them saying that they were gonna that he would go there. Now, obviously, initially that's what I think this would be when he says most of it is false. I think he's mainly talking about that. But seriously, people, like Gyokeres has to sign for this club. I do not know what else you need. I do not know what else I need to say about it. Like we've already got we are. Oh, let me put it back up, bro. We got Saka already. The big thing is I'm not even that big on needing a star-studded attack, bro. Like look at Liverpool when they won the league. I know it's gonna be a bit crazy, like a mad comparison, but literally look at Liverpool when they won the league. They had Salah, big boy goal getter. They had Mane on the other side, who bagged goals, but obviously not as much as Salah. And then you had Firmino in the middle, who didn't get as much goals, even though he was the 9, but in terms of like the way they played, in terms of how important he was to the side, it was very crucial. Now, when you look at it from an Arsenal perspective, when you look at it from an Arsenal perspective, you got Saka. When he's fit, you know he can get you like 18, 20 goals in the season, and he's only going to get better, so the numbers can improve. Gyokeres is a certified bagsman, bro. 50 goals this season, 40 before. I feel like I say this every time I talk about this guy. I say this again, and there's another thing I always keep saying. Gyokeres has more goals for Sporting than fucking Sesko has played games for Leipzig. I do not know what else you people need to see, bro. Like, in terms of getting because a bagsman is what we need. We don't need someone who really, like, fits the system as much, because, like, that's the only thing I've said about Sesko, that, like, in terms of, like, how we play, because, like, how much we love to cross the ball, like, Sesko would work in that sense, because he's fucking 6'5" and he's a damn giant. But Gyokeres is what we need from the sense of we need goals. We need goals in this team. Like, I remember at the end, when we lost the league on the last day, Arteta was talking about, we spread the goals all around. We don't need a striker. And then I was looking at that. I was like, oh, God, this guy really got fooled by Havertz in his last 10 games this season. Now look at this season, bro. Look at this season. Our highest Premier League goal scorer in this league this season was Kai Havertz. Now I'm not even good, bro. Just that alone, it should stop right there. You shouldn't even need to know how many goals it is. By the way, the goal number, the amount of goals he scored was 9, by the way. Our highest Premier League goal scorer this season was 9, and we finished fucking second. Imagine you add this to the team now. You take Havertz out. I know they talk about, what's it called? Havertz is going to play an important role next season. The thing is, if we sign a striker this summer, which it looks like it, whether it's Sesko or Gyokeres, I know Arteta's going to go straight back to putting Havertz in midfield. But regardless of that, I know that if Gyokeres signs for this club, Havertz missing chances at 0-0 or when the game could be put to bed, that is going to be gone if he joins this club, because he is a certified bagsman. How can you score 50 goals, 40 goals? If you score 50 goals and 40 goals in back-to-back seasons, respectfully, I don't care what fucking league you play in, bro. That's bagsman levels. That's impressive for any league. Portugal, Austria, Germany, Italy, Spain. It doesn't matter what country you play in. If you score that kind of goals, you're a freak. You're a literal freak. And he's done it for back-to-back seasons. And it's not just that. He's done it in Portugal. He's done it in the Champions League. This guy scored a hat-trick against Man City this year. Like, he clearly can do it against the other teams in Europe. It's not like it's not just like he's stacking up his stats. It's not like he's literally just like stacking up his stats against Portuguese farmers, bro. He's doing it in Europe. Like, and when we played Sporting, I was like, raw, this guy's running. Like, I've never seen someone like cause Saliba that kind of trouble, bro. Gabriel locked him up, but I never, just either one of them, I've never seen a striker like actually cause problems for the center backs, bro. And I've seen Saliba like brock up Haaland, Gyokeres. I've seen this guy twist him. I've seen this guy turn him. I've seen this guy get past him at times. Like, this guy is a proper player, bro. We need to sign this brother, bro. I swear to God. Gyokeres wants Arsenal move. Inshallah, this deal is going to happen. Man United, he's not joining your fucking club. You're not in fucking Europe, bro. You're playing on Monday nights hella times next season. Monday nights, Friday nights. You're done, bro, because you're not in fucking Europe. So you're gonna be pushed aside like it's Wolves versus Burnley or Wolves versus fucking Brighton on a Monday. That's where you man are gonna be. You guys are not playing in Europe. So why the hell would one of the most highest value, one of the biggest prospect strikers leaving the summer, why would he go to join your club? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So that's how I know because the second I seen the Man United rumors, I was like, this is fucking bullshit, bro. Why would he go join the? He's got so many suitors, bro. Why the hell would he go join a Man United unless it was literally like his last choice? So that's why I'm saying when he puts out this shit about, oh, most of it is false. There's a lot of talks at the moment. Most of it is false. Why it has to be related to Man United? Because what else is the fuck he's talking about, bro? Because in the last literally in the last like week, literally Man United has been the club he's been linked to the most in the last week. There's been multiple clubs looking at him, but they were like they had the strongest rumors in the last week. So he's put this shit out, and most of it is false. It has to be about Man United, bro. That's all I'm saying, isn't it? That's all I'm saying about it. But listen, that's the end of this, bro. Gyokeres wants the Arsenal move. He's made it his priority. Literally, I do not know. And if Fabrizio knows this, you're damn right the fucking club knows about this, because there were also rumors that this guy had a meeting, or that his agent had a meeting with the board last week. I don't know if that's true, but if Fabrizio knows that Gyokeres' priority is to move to Arsenal, no fucking way the board doesn't. So they're either going to make it happen, or they're gonna fumble the deal for Adolf Arteta, bro. Simple as. But listen, I'm gonna get all up out of here, bro. Gyokeres wants to move to Arsenal. He wants it to be his priority. He wants it as his priority. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video. Peace out, everyone. And I'm out.